PG&E, San Francisco's power company, started this big campaign called Let's Green This City, where there were green ads appearing all over the city. And at first, I saw them and I thought it was pretty cool because I was like, oh yeah, I'm all into green energy, PG&E's in green energy, it's great. I have some friends who know a little about energy policy, and PG&E really isn't that green a company. And so we were trying to figure out why they were putting these green ads everywhere. And we looked into it a little bit and realized that it's basically just a giant greenwashing campaign.
The messaging is trying to get, like individuals to make decisions in their lives, ride a bike instead of driving, or take the bus, or, put solar panels on their roof or something, and I mean, this is a utility company that deals in the billions of dollars, and if anybody has the resources to make like a systemic change towards, powering the grid on renewable sources, it's them. So ridiculous and so hypocritical that they're, spending this millions of dollars on a PR campaign to try to put the responsibility back on us as consumers.
They're going to face mounting public pressure and mounting resistance for the things that they're doing unless they can greenwash their image. Forms of that resistance are things like community choice energy, which is this policy that is just past the Board of Supervisors here in San Francisco, which would basically have San Francisco stop buying our power from PG&E and instead buy our power from kind of a conglomeration of energy providers, and that conglomeration of energy providers would be much, much greener. We started really working to kind of counter PG&E's ad campaign and let people know that PG&E wasn't that green and that there were real alternatives out there that we could be fighting for. They were doing a thing at the San Francisco LGBT Center. We got all these great costumes. We had people in stilts, we had big signs, we had all these balloons. We actually wrote on balloons and floated those balloons up to the roof in front of the solar panels, so all of the press taking pictures got pictures of these balloons.
Like David was saying, you're showing up at the PG&E press conferences. For example, one event we went to was the Giant Stadium. PG&E is putting a few solar panels up,
yeah.
and they were hoping it'd just be this this feel-good story. We just showed up and we handed something out to every press person that was there, and we got a couple interviews, and we just got another message out. I mean, reporters, they're somewhat lazy, like they'll go with the story because it's right in front of them, so we're just trying to get them more material to work with, trying to show them there's more to this story. Trying to get them to ask the questions, why are they trying to get this PR message out? Going with what you see needs to be done in the moment. For us, it was countering this image that PG&E is trying to present. Just from a common sense perspective, this is a company that is heavily invested in natural gas. They're currently trying to get 10 new natural gas power plants online. They are heavily invested in nuclear. They get 24% of their energy production right now from a nuclear plant.
Wherever you are, there's somewhere to start. And for me, the big thing was finding what was getting talked about right then in terms of green energy. If the discussion going on was these ads all over, then how could we engage that discussion and turn it in the best direction that we could? If there isn't a discussion going on about green energy, then how can you start one? Realizing the skills that we had as a group of people. So we got together at our first meeting, we looked around and we said, all right, there's someone who knows a lot about energy policy, there's a graphic designer, we've got a web designer, we've got someone who can understand back-end finances, and I think a really important part is how can you have your friends be a part of doing it? Because that's like us being connected with one another and us being friends has really sustained the energy of this campaign and let it succeed.